Yeah.
But they still go to school and have their... It's going to be very hard to...
You can't even take the kids' phones away in school. I have friends that are like educators and other kids, their kids in school, and you take a phone away from a kid now, it's almost like you're taking away their civil rights.
That's
Which I was told when I was a kid, I had no damn rights in school.
Nobody had any rights when you're a kid.
You have no rights.
Really don't. You just have to obey.
Right.
Basically,
yeah, exactly. And I remember asking, like, well, why is it this way? They're like, it's not your place to ask. It is what it is. I remember, like, and I was like, but I have questions. They're like, you're not here for that. and they're like, you don't have any rights. I was like, I have civil rights, the Constitution. They're like, not here. So, I mean, that's where we're at. So we can go down that path now that I've laid it out there. Or we can get into the movies and remakes in the Roadhouse, and the good remake or bad remake. You want to leave it to you? We've laid them back out there, or we can braid it and let's see how people react and respond.
Well, I don't want to. I am very much looking forward to the new Roadhouse movie.
All right, we'll go there.
I'm such a fan of the Roadhouse movie. Do you remember the band that was in the original Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze?
Jeff Healey. He was a big deal. He was like a guitar player and blind guy. Not that matters, but that was like a big thing. And when I was working in Dayton at Wazoo and then TUE, he would come around and tour. And it was like a big deal. I still go back to the reaching into the chest and grabbing the heart for the Roadhouse. Yeah, I know. I'm loving it. So Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal is the new Cooler. They have a spin on it, like all really good, remakes do, and that he's a UFC fighter and he's down on his luck and he needs money, and he goes to this bar and then does the Patrick Swayze character. But I mean, I can already see some of the cheesiness of it through the trailer. I mean, but so was the first one.
It was cheesy.
It was a cult. It was one of those movies that became a cult classic because it wasn't a big blockbuster movie, but it was very, very. I love that.
Well, it was on back HBO and those type of things. It seemed like, and then on regular TV, added it to craziness.
Yes.
It seemed like every weekend it was on at some point somewhere. Years and years ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
I do. I want to see it. Then you know what? Then another good remake was A Star Is Born.
Yeah, that was
a really good one.
That was really
I loved it.
I think Jungle Book was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I saw that with my buddy's kids. They had like a big home viewing. They're like, why don't you stay and watch? And I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, that's pretty fun. So they had that. True Grit was a decent remake. Remember True Grit? John Wayne?
Yeah, and that was Clint Eastwood, right?
No, Jeff Bridges.
Oh.
When they remade it.
Okay, wow. No,
It was Lebowski, of course.
Yes, of course. Anything that Jeff Bridges is in, I'm going to love.
Now, see,
because I'm such a big Lebowski fan. Anything Jeff Bridges does.
Well,
he's the dude.
Yeah, he is the dude. There's no question. Will they remake Lebowski? Because there are some movies I think they should never even try to remake, but the stories stand up.
They did something like Jesus Rolls, and I heard it was terrible. That was from the bowling character.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name? Goodness gracious. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Anyway, that did not do well. And I didn't even see it, so...
Yeah. I liked it, and I don't know if this is obscure or not, but it was big in the early 2000, I think is when it came out.
John Turturro, that's who it was.
Yeah, he was
Sorry, I interrupted.
Jesus.
He was very good
Jesus.
in The Big Lebowski, but I heard that the Jesus Rolls wasn't very good.
No. No, yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, that just seemed weird to me.
Yeah.
It's like, why mess with that?
I know. That's why. And that's exactly why I haven't seen the reboot of Frasier.
Oh, you stayed away from it?
I haven't seen it. Frasier is my favorite comedy of all time.
But see, it's just now, and that was then. It's not like somebody else coming in playing Frasier.
No, I know. So I don't even know if it would be considered a reboot. It would be just,
At Sterling Radio, Ella just messaged, said Bewitched.
Was it good or bad?
Love Bewitched. I'm assuming that means the remake,
that means
right?
good, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was Bewitched was...
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was good. And there wasn't a first movie, but it was the series, which has been on constantly. I remember as a kid, homesick from school, and it was on.
Yeah.
And it's still, on. And now you can stream it. It's available at some place at some time, like whenever you want it all the time, which is just crazy. So
right in the palm of our hand, we can do everything.
Whatever you want,
it's
whenever
crazy.
you want it. And you know what? I feel that way. If I can't get what I want when I want it, I'm not happy.
This is why not too many people, this is why we are all, I will include myself, and I practice patience. We are literally so impatient because we have everything at our fingertips.
That's true.
It is the truth, and that's why people, are having hard to have conversations with. That's just my opinion.
You might be right. I don't know. I have to think about that. It's a lot to process, and I got a lot of wheels spinning right now. 513-749-7000, 800, the big one. You can talk back the iHeartRadio app, and you can be like Ella at Sterling Radio on X and get me that way. And it's sterling.donnad.2023 on Instagram if you want to get interactive. Your best or favorite movie remake, and maybe the worst, where you're like, why did they do that? What were they thinking? I avoided, or whatever else that goes with it. They redid Wolfman. Was it the Wolf or Wolfman? I remember as a kid watching on Shock Theater growing up with Dr. Creep. And it was, they had stop action film or whatever else. They'd like glue on more hair on the guy's face or whatever. And then it was Jack Nicholson, right, who came back and did that years later. I think it was Michelle Pfeiffer might have been in it or something like that. Yeah. And one of those. I thought that was pretty well done.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, Jack Nicholson, he can do anything.
He's done a few remakes, because the Departed was also a remake.
That's right.
Which was, I think, it was either a Japanese or a Korean film.
The Departed was a remake. Can you believe that? Was pretty well done.
Yeah, it was incredible.
That was a great movie. Yeah. Holy smokes.
Unbelievable. So anyway, we'll give you a chance to sound off. We're way late. Give you a quick break. We'll come back and you sound off. Best, worst movie remake. I guess we could go into TV, because I'm getting a couple of people popping at Sterling Radio, and they're going to TV shows now.
I mentioned Frasier.
That was your fault. Which is fine. It's bringing it more to the table. There is no question about that. And the one that gets Charmed. I can't watch the new Charmed because when it initially came out, those women were about my age, and now I watch it and it just creeps me out.
We can even add, to be honest, like the second and third movies, like Legally Blonde, Red, White, and Blood. That was the worst.
Like at some point you got to stop.
Yes, exactly.
Don't make a fifth movie.
Yes.
It's time to go. You can't go to the well too many times. Oh yes, you can. More Sterling and Donna D coming back with your chance to get interactive. 700 WLW.
Willie is the one person I know I can count on.
My friend, I want you to know that I, Bill Cunningham, am here for you.
He makes me feel good to be an American.
Let me help ease your concerns, keep you informed, and raise your spirits.
I'd rather have my arm gnawed off by beavers than miss Willie's show.
I'm here for you. All you have to do is listen to me, the Great American.
I want to be a great American just like Willie.
Bill Cunningham, Monday at 12 noon on 700 WLW.
Tackling a renovation, remodel, or clean out? Rumpke Waste and Recycling can help. Rumpke can quickly deliver open-top containers in a variety of sizes. Visit Rumpke.com or call 1-800-828-8171 and take project cleanup off your list with help from Rumpke. Waste and recycling done right. Do you know how much $1,000 in coins weigh? Win $1,000 and find out. It's inflation compensation. Be listening for your chance to win $1,000. Happening now.
This is Jennifer Mueller, Vice President of Human Resources at Cintas. We believe in offering our employees the best in benefits, and that's why we offer Delta Dental coverage.
Delta Dental. We do dental better. DeltaDentalOH.com.
Encore Technologies provides IT solutions for a data-centered world with a suite of services from mobile computing to desktop to data center, supporting both centralized and work-from-home computing models to improve efficiency and productivity. Visit Encore.tech. The path to innovation begins here.
Do you have a massive tax problem? The IRS is the most unfair collections agency on earth. They can seize your house and empty your bank accounts. And they're now hiring an army of 87,000 new employees. If you have a massive tax problem, the IRS is coming after you and might just show up on your doorstep. I'm Tove Sheldon, Cincinnati's expert tax problem solver. Imagine me putting an ironclad shield between you and the IRS and permanently resolving your tax problem. Call me now at 513-342-4000 or visit 513tax.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to 700WLW.iHeart.com/rules.
Do you worry about your basement leaking every time it rains? Well, get it fixed permanently. Hey, Gary Sullivan here. Call EverDry Waterproofing today and stop worrying about your basement and start using it. Call EverDry Waterproofing for a free basement inspection today.
The Grippo's Grilled Cheese is back at Frisch's, topped with 4 slices of melted American cheese, a Grippo's crunchy, tangy potato chips, a Cincinnati classic. Each sandwich is grilled until golden between 2 pieces of Texas toast. Make your Grippo's Grilled Cheese a combo with a value fry and drink for $7.99, or warm up with a cup of soup and drink for $8.99. Hungry for more? Add Frisch's famous soup and salad bar and drink for $9.99. Your Cincinnati favorites are back together for a limited time. Stop in or order online at Frisch's.com, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Frisch's.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that's going to make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, everyone gets a no-sweat same-game parlay for every playoff game day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the code 700WLW. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code 700WLW. The crown is yours. 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Physically present in Ohio. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after the issuance. Opt-in required. 1 no-sweat token issued per eligible day after opt-in. No-sweat bonus bet issued based on amount of losing qualifying bet. Eligibility, max reward limits, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
Need an aggressive attorney that will deliver results? The attorneys at Jonas and Philibon can assist with family law, criminal, personal injury, real estate law, and more. Call Jonas and Philibon at 513-427-6100. Jonas and Philibon, attorneys at law.
When the kids call and they say, "Hey, Dad, can you pick up Skyline?" I'm always like, absolutely. I'm halfway there because you don't have to tell me twice. That's the time for our family to be together, and Skyline's always been part of our family time.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible. So Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
The cold weather is here, so you and your heating system will be best friends until your bill comes. Corcoran and Harnest is your expert carrier dealer and offers special financing to cure the winter blues. Call Corcoran and Harnest at 513-921-2227 and stay warm this winter.
JeffWeilerHonda.com.
Sterling and Donna Dean, 700 WLW. Looking for the good, the bad, the ugly of remakes, movies, or sequels. And we can go into TV with that, too, since there seems to be some response at Sterling Radio on X, sterling.donnad.2023 on Instagram. And let's get to Erlanger and Adam. Because this all started, by the way, with this new Roadhouse movie that people are upset about. Because, I mean, you start messing with people's, like, the pillars of their life. They're like, I love Roadhouse, don't ruin it. It's one of those
Patrick
things.
Swayze fans are booing Jake Gyllenhaal's performance in Roadhouse.
They're going to have a heartbeat in the hand. That's all I want to know. Adam, what's going on? You were Sterling and Donna D. Appreciate you holding. What's up?
Thanks for taking my call. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's got some big shoes to fill, that's for sure. Roadhouse was a great movie. I just wanted to call in and say that Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween of John Carpenter's was amazing.
I like that, too.
I love both of them.
I think there are only about 4 of us who enjoyed it, because other times I mention it, people come out of the woodwork and tell me I'm crazy. So I appreciate you being on the same page. I'm not alone for one.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
You guys have a good day.
You too, Adam.
Appreciate it. Tad, it's your turn with Sterling and Donna D. What do you have? The good, the bad, the ugly of your sequel or movie remake?
Oh, I've got 3 uglies. I've got Red Dawn.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Not good.
Another Swayze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Total Recall.
Oh, with Schwarzenegger?
And
Did they remake it?
well, they remade it with Colin Farrell. Total train wreck.
Never even seen that.
Completely missed it. I guess I'm glad I did. Yeah, you too.
Yeah, definitely be glad. And the last one was The Mummy.
Oh,
when
Brendan
they remade
Fraser.
that one with Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Total waste of time.
You know, and I keep seeing that. I don't know which streaming service it's popped up, and I've never once gone, I need to see that.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for saying
very glad.
Yeah.
Be very happy that you haven't wasted 2 hours of your life.
Oh, dude, you know?
That wouldn't be one I would watch anyway, The Mummy. For some reason, I wouldn't.
No.
Thanks, Dad. We'll stay far away from those.
Yeah, absolutely. You too. Take care of yourself. To Mason and Brett with Sterling and Donna D. The good, the bad, the ugly of your sequels or remakes, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I actually have a good friend out in California, Marcus Redmond, and he's actually started a couple movies with Sharon Stone, Libby Goldberg, but he's been writing scripts for a while, and he has been railing against these remakes for years now. Absolute years. Said it is the biggest cop-out for writers ever, and I just read one of his scripts recently that's really good, but the chances of it getting made compared to a remake are not good, and it's just been devastating for guys like him, right? That have these good stories, but that Hollywood they want to bank on something they know that is going to make money. And most of the time, these remakes do make money in one way or another, especially when it comes to rental afterwards. So
Yeah,
this has been a problem for a while.
I know, Brett. I totally understand, and I'm a script writer too. I'm on my second script, so give your friend my number, name a number from here. I totally understand that, and I'm not a huge fan of remakes. I am dying to see the Roadhouse remake to see how it's done because I was such a fan of Roadhouse.
Gotcha. Hey, Brett, I appreciate the comment. Thanks,
Brett.
You know, we're on the edge of time with news, but I want to say this. So, first of all, it annoys me with the remakes too, but the business of it is that after 10, 20 years, there's at least one, if not two generations who aren't going to go back and look at that old movie. So,
especially if they're foreign, like coming from, because The Departed, nobody probably knows that is a remake movie.
I found that out after and then watched the first
All I did was Google it and found out that The Departed was on the list of remakes.
Yeah.
I would not have known.
Right.
So sometimes it's okay to have a remake, but I agree mostly with Brett. You got to get creative in Hollywood again.
It's hard when you're selling something like that, but the good news is that there's so many streaming services, so many different avenues now where productions are being made that if you do have a script, I think there's probably more opportunity rather than just the big studios to